Hello and welcome to Lunar Divinations, everyone. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Taurus. So whether you are a Taurus or you just want to know about a Taurus, this reading is going to be for you. So the way I do my readings is I usually start in the present or the recent past, and then I work my way towards the future and see what's going to happen to you guys, okay? And then at the very last, at the end of the video, I will pull cards for advice on what to do about the situation. All right, so I've already shuffled the cards. They're face down on the table. I haven't looked at them. Let's get started. The first couple cards I think I want to look at is going to be your recent past. So I have a tarot card and an oracle card. So I have the Four of Swords with the oracle card of the Cup. This is taking a break for emotional rest and recoup. This is just rest and recoup, but specifically emotional rest and recoup. Like taking the time to do the things that make you feel good. It's not like that you just need to sit and rest your body. It's that you need to rest your heart. I'm going to pull some cards to see why we need this rest. And maybe even what emotions we're talking about here. Let's see what comes out here for more details. So can I have more information on the recent past for my Tauruses? Can I have more information on this Four of Swords with the Cup? Oh, okay. Ooh. All right. So I have the Queen with Gemini. So what are we resting from? People's expectations. People who nag at you. People who... Oh, is there something in front of the camera? Sorry. Thought there was something in front of the camera there. Anyway. People who expect you to do things for them or just expect things from you. That's what we need a break from. And it really, those type of people really are emotional drains. So it makes sense that we need a emotional recoup from this type of person here. On the bottom, people who need things from you, right? They reach out to you because they expect things from you. They want to talk to you. You just need a break from that. That's what I'm getting in the recent past. Let's keep going. So where I want to look now, I think in the present, which is where I'm now moving to, is your emotions. See how you guys are feeling. Let's take a look. So what I have here is the King of Cups. In reverse, though. So the King of Cups in reverse is kind of dwelling. Very much dwelling in like a negative emotional space. And with the bread here, it's dwelling on, well, what we need. Our necessities. We're not happy with what we have. But specifically, it's like there's something that's missing. That's something that we need that we don't have. And we're actually feeling pretty crap about it. We're kind of dwelling on this thing, right? I wonder if this has anything to do... it could be that this... it could be that this is just part of the rest that we've been needing in the recent past. Could be that it's just that we've been really feeling the need for that rest and recoup, or it could actually be something else. So let me pull some cards to see if this is just referring to that, or if it's referring to something else entirely. Nope. Okay. So we have Aries. This is not referring to just your need for rest. It's not. Aries is actually your passion. It is your individuality. And it's like something that what you need and you feel like you haven't been getting it is really tied to who you are fundamentally. That's not just rest and recruit. That is like something you need to be you. Okay? That goes deeper than that. And then looking at the bottom here, the nut underneath that, the cave. This definitely tells me, first of all, the cave going in reverse. The cave, like I was saying, it goes deeper than that. But with the nut here, it's also just something that we want to start. It might not be something that we have ever had because the nut is almost like a new, something new, okay? But we need it. It's showing up as something that we're kind of dwelling on that we need. All right. Excuse me. So let's move to a different position here. I'm going to stay in the present, but I'm going to move to, I think, the position of the hand. This is going to tell me what you guys are actively doing or what situations are coming right at you, like right in your face. So I have the Nine of Pentacles with the rope. Okay? That is very strange. The Nine of Pentacles is literally bachelor energy, okay? It's like individual energy, doing your own shit, you know? And then with the rope here, it's being bound to contracts. So maybe there's a bit of a juggling here where we're trying to juggle our own crap, the Nine of Pentacles, and with the promises that we made, the contracts that we've made, the obligations that we've made here. Could just actually be obligations that we've made to ourselves. To ourselves. So I feel like this is two different scenarios here. You'll know which one applies to you. This is either juggling promises that you promises you made to other people, and then keeping time for yourself, or this is really keeping to promises that you've made to yourself for your own well-being, for your own personal well-being in like your personal physical life. I'm definitely gonna need some cards on this. Tell me more about this Nine of... Okay, that was fast. All right, so I have the Sword. The promises that we made to be clear and open, to be straightforward, to be like a no bullshitter, you know, to be cut and dry with people. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And then at the same time here, I think that is tied into the fact that we got to stay true to ourselves. We have to stay true to ourselves. On the bottom, the Zero. The Zero is full energy. It very much does tie into like the inner child. So we have to stay true to ourselves, but at the same time, underneath that, there's Saturn. There are obligations that need to be met. So I feel like there's a balance here too. I feel like it's both. There's promises you've made to yourself, there's promises you've made to other people, and there's a juggling there. There's a juggling. But I feel like you guys are doing that. You're keeping to those promises that you made, essentially. You're keeping to them. Maybe you needed a little rest and recoup in the recent past, right? But now you're ready to go back to your promises. Doesn't seem like you guys are happy about it. Honestly, it seems like you guys aren't getting fulfilled, or you need, there's something that you're missing that you're not getting. This isn't that you're not getting from this thing that you've obliged yourself to. But, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so let's move on to a different position, and then I'm going to see what's coming for you guys in just a second, what's coming at you in the short-term future. So this is the last position in the present. This tells me you guys are thinking, how you're perceiving your current situation, also your strategies. So I have the, oh dear, the Nine of Swords with Venus. This is essentially the worst place to get the Nine of Swords, because I'm looking at your thoughts. And the Nine of Swords is about your thoughts, and it's specifically about being stressed out, anxiety. So you guys are like having anxiety, and it's tied to this, and remember, it is tied to your heart and your mind are linked, right? So it's tied to this sort of grudge, sort of this dwelling on this thing that you don't have that you need, and you're anxious. There's anxiety here, and it is tied to Venus, so it's tied to what you value, what you like, what you want. And remember, I think you are divided, or you're being pulled in two different directions here between, you're like, you have anxiety and you're like, well, there's things that I want, but there's obligations, right? It's almost like a tug of war. You're being pulled in two different directions here, and it's causing anxiety, and all that jazz. Okay. I don't think I need to pull any more cards on that. That is just literally talking about the stress. As I was just shuffling, Mercury did come out, so could also have to do with communication. But I'm going to move on to the short-term future. I want to see what's going to happen to you guys, for you guys, or what's going to come of this situation. So let's see. This is short-term, not like the rest of your life here. I have the Knight of Pentacles with Capricorn. Same old, same old. You're sticking, not only are you sticking true to your word on this promise, but I feel like you're going for the long haul. You're old reliable. So, you know, you're going to keep your promise because you're literally, well, I mean, you're a Taurus, right? You guys are known for reliability. So it makes sense. Knight of Pentacles is the card for Taurus. Very reliable card. And that's where you're going in the future. you're Capricorn, long-term. This is just saying you are long-term reliable. You are going to fulfill your promise, even if it stresses you out for all these reasons. And even if there's some kind of like even if there's an external conflict where you're trying to have some time to yourself while being pulled to all these promises, and an internal conflict where your needs aren't being met, right? There's something that you're missing throughout all this, but you're going to be reliable regardless because there's promises you've made. All right. I'm going to pull one card just to clarify this really quick. I don't really need it. This is literally just saying long-term reliable, the old reliable. I'm probably going to put that in the title for this video. Old reliable. That's these two cards. Old reliable. Let's see if anything comes out. Okay, here we go. 6 and the 2. Promises. The 2 is the promises. To who? The 6. To someone who we are fond of. The 6 is someone who we're fond of. Someone who we enjoy being with. Could be family, friends, a partner. But yeah, this is a promise and we're keeping it. And it's because of this other person. Okay, so let's pull advice now for you guys. Let us pull some advice. See what you guys should do. I mean, I feel like it might be a good idea to keep your promises like you're doing. But at the same time, consider the fact that, well, there's some negative emotions there. There's some anxiety there. Let's see what the cards have to say for advice. Oh, okay. We're going here. So I barely shuffled the cards and a chunk fell out. But at the top of the chunk, the Tower, of course. The Tower. Destruction. Upheaval. The rug being pulled out from under you. This is advice, okay? So at a certain point, you have to draw the line between what is good for you and the promises you made and how much emotional distress it's causing you. Like, are these promises worth all these emotions, these anxiety, being miserable? I mean, how important is this promise that you're literally miserable, right? The advice here is to wreck it. Wrecking ball. The Tower is the wrecking ball card. Wreck it. Underneath that, 7 of Cups, confusion. Underneath that, 2 of Wands, decision. So confusion regarding a decision. Wreck it. And then underneath that, we have the Knight of Swords, the 9 of Cups with strength. It's just hard to make this decision, especially because you're pretty comfortable. You're pretty comfortable. It's like there's physical comfort, but there's no like true emotional satisfaction, and it's starting to really cause anxiety. It's starting to really cause that like dwelling on those negative emotions. So you really got to consider really this decision that it's like, are you confused? Are you making the right decision? Is this a confused decision? 2 of Wands decision, confusion. Is this a confused decision? Because the advice here is wreck it. Destroy it. Destroy the what? The promise, right? All right, guys. That is the advice of the cards. I usually don't tell people to wreck things, but that's the advice here with the Tower. There's really no if, ands, or buts about it. All right? Kind of weird, but there you have it. I hope it helps you guys out. That's going to be your reading for today, Tauruses. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. If this did resonate for you, press the like button if you would for me. That helps me out a lot. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Take care.